Mitch, how did you like the way you guys responded here tonight?
We just stayed with it. Stayed patient. Big kills when we needed them too from our guys, and just stayed to our game plan. We got rewarded for it.
What do you think?
It was great. Obviously, that first period he made some massive saves, and then just throughout the game was just confident in that net. And it was great to see him just kind of take over.
Who got the belt tonight?
Schenn did. Big game coming in, and obviously we all know he's a big man, but he was throwing that body around. He was hard to play against, and I don't think many guys like that.
Mitch, what did you see on your goal?
Just kind of got it up there with space, and kind of tried to get going downhill with speed and make a move, make another move, and get it on net, and win it.
Given the 11-7 and given last night and given all the new guys, was that just a bit of a game you guys had to figure out as you went?
Maybe a little bit, but we still did have fresh guys. Obviously, they were D-man, but I think that third period we want to play a lot more. Just controlling the ice, controlling the neutral zone. Playing some good offensive hockey as well, but not giving up many the other way. So I think we're really happy with that. We're just happy with digging in there. It's not an easy team to beat, especially in this building and how they play.
What's the vibe in the room like right now? I think it's 4:05, and with all the new guys and the energy coming in.
It's great, man. We're excited. I think a lot of guys have been saying we're excited about the guys we brought in. Some big men that want to help this team achieve some great things. So it was great tonight that everyone just dug in. Just needed a little more from everyone, and everyone gave it.
What's the sense, like only a few hours now until the trade deadline passes, are you kind of anxious to get past that and feel like the roster's final?
I don't think so. I'm not getting traded, I hope, so I'm not that anxious. I don't know. It's not our job to be worrying about that. It's our job to whoever we have in the locker room to go out there and achieve, night in, night out. So we'll let everyone else worry about the other stuff. We're just going to do our thing, focus on Vancouver next.
How did tonight feel, Luke, putting on that sweater, everything?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal, honestly, when I kind of got chills when I first threw it on there going out for warm-ups. It's feels like another lifetime ago almost where I was wearing this jersey, and I think looking back, when you're 18 years old and you first wear it, you appreciate wearing the jersey, but I think kind of the ups and downs of my career and to kind of come full circle and get the chance to wear it again, I think it means a lot more, and that just kind of comes with being older and having a better appreciation for different things that you go through in the league, and for it to come full circle and get the opportunity again, I'm grateful for it.
Did some memories
Kind of, yeah. Memories, just talking to a couple of the trainers who were here, and we're talking about sort of kind of who was around when I was here, which is pretty much no one. And this morning I ran into Matt Stajan, he's a former teammate, and a lot of these guys were pretty young when I first started here in Toronto. So it's like I said, it's pretty wild how just the ups and downs of my career, and well traveled, I guess, and played on a few different organizations and had a lot of great experiences along the way. But there's no question for where I'm at in my career, this is pretty special.
When did you first sense that this could be a possibility, that this could be your landing spot?
A couple of weeks ago, I kind of heard there's a possibility, but there wasn't anything more than I heard 5 or 6 different teams too. But when you hear that Toronto's in the mix, obviously get kind of excited, just obviously following from a distance, the season they've had and the talent they got around here, and how they're gearing up and building for hopefully a good postseason here. You want to be a part of that, and this is the best time of the year, being in the stretch run like this, and I never got anywhere close to being in the playoffs when I played here, so this is extra special, where you're coming in kind of right at prime time.
Flying right back to Vancouver, what sort of emotions do you sense you'll have Saturday?
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. Obviously when the trade happens, you look at the schedule and you're like, wow, I'm going to end up here right away. So left yesterday and kind of obviously heading back there tonight, and just dealing with obviously crazy circumstances on the personal side of things, with my wife being due here in under 2 weeks, and obviously Toronto flying back east here. We're gonna have to sort some things out here. That's priority for me. So we'll have to kind of talk with whoever in the organization makes decisions on that side of things, and it's exciting to go back and be there with my kids right after this all happened, and my wife, and hopefully everything will just sort itself out here, and everyone get taken care of on that front.
I know you haven't been back long, but you get a sense of the vibe of the room and the expectation of this team.
Well, of course. I mean, there's always an expectation here, especially, the last couple of years. I think the expectation, the bar has kind of been getting set higher and higher, and I followed that series in the first round last year against Tampa, obviously, having quite a few buddies on that Tampa team. So, yeah, they're right there. I mean, obviously we've got some things to take care of down the stretch here, and you want to keep building the game up and hit the playoffs in stride, but there's no question coming at this time it's exciting, and I think guys in this room are well aware of the expectations, and I've been here for a day, and it's not too hard to figure out.
What does the opportunity to chase a cup here mean, just given everything?
Yeah, I mean, have been fortunate and had the experience to have my name on it a couple times, but there's no question. It would be wild in this city. There's no question. I mean, just what a market, what a fan base, and like I said, I never got a playoff hockey game in Toronto and nowhere close. I mean, there was always a rebuild, or a lot of times you're out of it by All-Star break, and it's just kind of nowhere close. So, like I said, to come in at this time, you don't want to get too ahead of yourself. There's lots of games left here. Just trying to get adjusted here. I haven't played hockey in a couple of weeks besides tonight, so yeah, I'm obviously looking forward to what's ahead.
You were so young. What do you remember about the expectations of the Toronto market and just how the city feels about hockey?
Well, the expectations hit me right away when I think I had my draft jersey on. I was 18 years old. I had my draft jersey on for probably 3 or 4 minutes, and I think I went and did some media right after. Pretty naive to everything, and I think one of the first questions I got was, the Leafs haven't won a cup since '67. What are you going to do to change that? And I was like, oh, okay, well, here we are, eyes wide open. So obviously, people are so passionate in this fan base, and which is what you want as a hockey player. I mean, you come on the road and you see the fans that follow the team, and on a Western road trip like this, no other team gets that. I mean, that kind of brings back memories of certain situations like that, and obviously eventually going back to Toronto and getting the chance to play in front of that fan base and in that building is going to be special, and this is what you play for as a hockey player.
How did it feel to get the belt?
Yeah, I don't know if I was deserving or not, but yeah, pretty nice gesture by Gio, obviously. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, obviously, great group of guys here, and they just welcome you with open arms. And I'm fortunate that I've played with a few guys along the way, and world championships, and cross paths with a few guys along the way. I've actually known quite a few guys in this room. It's not like I'm walking into not knowing anyone. So guys are welcoming. Everyone reached out right when the trade happened, and top to bottom, the organization's been great. Obviously, on the personal side, trying to get everything organized with family and all that, and then on the hockey side too, it's pretty dialed in.
How old are your kids?
5-2 and 1 due in 12 days.
Yeah.
What'd you make of your group's effort tonight?
It was awesome, especially seeing how tight we were defensively in the third period. I think that's pretty special to see the guys play like that, especially with so many new guys in the lineup. To be that consistent and really shut it down like that was pretty sweet.
Can you see it kind of progress from period to period tonight as the game went on?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, like you said, I think we got a little better, as the game went on, and up until the third period, I thought we were amazing. Like I said before, so it's good to see a team that gets better as the game goes on and finishes games.
What did you think about the team's response, considering last night didn't go as planned, just the way the guys played in front of you?
Yeah, that's something again you want to see out of a team that's looking to make a deep run. You never know how games will go, and to be able to respond like that and come out and play that sound defensively and make do with our chances was pretty great to see.
First impressions of Schenn?
It was pretty sweet seeing him hit Lucic, another big body. Seems like a great guy. It's been really cool to see, the different movement and all the new guys coming in and being able to meet some guys that have been around the league for a good amount of time. So, it's a pretty special group, and I'm just happy to be part of it right now.
What sort of effect do you think all this movement has had on the group the last few days here?
I think it's just a lot of excitement around the team. You know, we're going out and, like I said, acquiring guys that have been around for a while and play really solid two-way games. And you know, I think the hope is to give a lot of life to this team and give it a lot of confidence as hopefully we look to make a deep run.
What is the mood of this group right now with the expectations, the additions, the push towards the playoffs?
Yeah, I think there's always a lot of expectations in Toronto, and I think this is a team that's looking to you know, to answer those and to come out and be a solid team, you know, up and down the ice. And like we saw today, it was pretty cool to see how good we were defensively, and that's something that obviously you need in the playoffs.
The first thing that went through your mind when you heard of the trade?
Always is tough. You have family, everything, kids. But when I came here, it was an exciting moment. A great team to play for, great city too. So right now, it's just I'm just so excited to be here.
How did it feel tonight? Like, what was the adjustment level like? New team, everything?
I was a little different, but I feel like every period, every shift, I came more and more into it. So I think I need a little practice with the guys here. Come in and feel the puck a little bit more, I think. So, but it's a good win. That's all that matters.
Why do you think you've had such an explosive season offensively? What's been working for you in Washington?
I don't know, actually. It's just that play a big minutes in there, power play, everything. We had a good roll too in December, and good confidence with the puck and without the puck. So I don't know. The points just came in, and just trying to do my best out there.
And you know William? Is there anyone
Nylander?
else? Yeah. Anyone
yeah.
else you know on the team? Or?
Yeah, I played with McCabe and Lafferty in Chicago last year, so and Kempf back in the day too, and I know all the Swedes here. So no, it's just it's fun to be here and be around the team here.
How much does that help that you have so many familiar faces?
No, it helps a lot. You know, coming here to a new group is obviously help a lot to come in when you know guys too.
How the team responded to Mitch?
Well, I thought that, you know, we stuck around in the game. You know, there was early in the game for us, there was not a whole lot of offense available at all. And guys didn't get frustrated, stayed with it. And I just thought that our game and our process of how we were playing just improved through the second period, seemingly shift by shift. You know, ultimately, we score a goal in the second period off of a great shift in the offensive zone, with an offensive zone change. Then Matthews and Marner come over the boards and playing against tired people with a favorable matchup, and we tie the game. And I just thought, you know, can't really put your finger on why, but we came out in the third period really focused and committed. To me, it was our best period of the season, best third period of the season. Go out, get the goal to get the lead, and then just how we defended, I thought, was exceptional.
And Joe Woll's performance in such a tight game.
Yeah, exactly. Tight game, no margin for error. You know, has to face a breakaway early, and they score, but didn't phase them the rest of the way. I thought he was excellent, poised, relaxed, got us through some tough times through that second period. You know, I thought the guys took care of him in the third, but he was excellent, and he looked extremely confident in there.
What was really working in that third period, Sheldon, to create that for you?
I just thought that, you know, I thought we defended really hard, and then all of a sudden the game started to really open up for us because of how we defended. We started to get plays in transition. We started to get more time on the rush. We started to really get in behind them. Guys defended really hard, and then once we had the lead, I thought we just protected our net well, and then just looking at some of the plays where we advanced pucks. I mean, we took some real hard hits tonight in that third period to advance the play, and that's what it takes. I mean, looking at Achari and Lafferty, there's a couple that really stood out to me that really contested pucks on the wall to get those out, and that's what it takes to win. That's why you acquire those guys. Pucks in question on the wall, you know you're going to take a big hit, and the puck advances and gets out. Those are the kind of things that help you win. I thought O'Reilly it was a clinic in the third period in terms of taking care of the game and helping us get the win. So the support of those guys and the guys we've come to rely on that they just bought in. I thought we had, we didn't have 4 complete lines, but how we were rolling it, everybody was on board, and the defense was very solid.
Just a comment on Luke Schenn's game and the impact that he made.
Yeah, I thought he was great. It's tough circumstances for both he and Gus coming in, but I thought he was good. He moved the puck efficiently up the ice, just so strong. I mean, strong around our net, pushing people around. I don't know if there's any clearer example of how strong he is to seeing him, seeing Lucic bounce off of him like that. Not many guys are doing that to a guy like Lucic, and he's definitely a presence back there and just a terrific guy.